Okay, so if you're a creator on YouTube, you know this feeling, right? You pop open your analytics and you're just staring at this wall of numbers and charts. But what if the secret to actually growing your channel is hiding in plain sight, right there in all that data? Well, today, we're going to decode YouTube's growth code. I mean, this is the question, isn't it? You open up the studio dashboard and it can feel so overwhelming. You've got all these graphs, all these metrics. Where do you even start? What numbers actually matter? And what are they trying to tell you? And look, if you feel that way, you are definitely not alone. I love this quote from a Reddit thread because it just nails the creator experience. It's this constant journey of trying to figure things out, of learning, of seeing what works for other people. It's a shared struggle for sure. So let's try to find some clarity together. First things first, we have to get one thing straight. You think you're making videos for people, right? For your audience? Well, you are. But to get to them, you first have to impress a totally different viewer, one that isn't even human. We're talking about the algorithm. Just let this sink in for a second. 70%. That means 7 out of every 10 views happening on YouTube right now are because the algorithm suggested that video. That is huge. It means the vast majority of your potential audience will only find you if YouTube's system puts your video right in front of them. So learning to speak its language, yeah, it's pretty much essential. So how does this thing decide what to show people? Well, it basically boils down to 3 main signals. First is relevance. Does your video have anything to do with what this person normally watches? Second is quality. Does the video seem satisfying? And third, and this is the big one, is user behavior. Are people actually clicking on it? And once they click, are they sticking around to watch it? This last one is what we're really going to dive into. With all the data available, it's so easy to get lost in the weeds, right? But what experienced creators will tell you is that you can cut through all that noise by focusing on just a couple of key numbers. These 2 metrics tell you pretty much everything you need to know about a video's performance. And the first one is audience retention. As this creator points out, it's all about how long you can keep people watching, and more specifically, how long you can keep new people watching. This is maybe the most powerful signal you can send to YouTube that you've got a good video on your hands. This slide just lays it out so clearly. Yeah, having your loyal returning viewers stick around is awesome. That shows you're building a community. But the magic key to growth? It's when those brand new, first-time viewers watch for just as long. When you see that happen, you know you've got a hit. And where does that battle for attention happen? Right at the beginning. This creator has a fantastic benchmark, keeping 70 to 80% of viewers watching through that first critical minute. If you can nail your hook and get them past that 60-second mark, you are well on your way. But of course, nobody can watch your video, not even for a minute, if they don't click on it in the first place. And that brings us to metric number 2, the click-through rate, or CTR. Just like this creator says, for a new channel especially, audience retention and CTR, honestly, they're the only 2 things you really need to obsess over. All right, so if CTR is the front door to your video, how do you get more people to open it? It pretty much comes down to one thing, one piece of creative that you have almost total control over, your thumbnail. I mean, the data here could not be more clear. A whopping 90% of the best performing videos on all of YouTube use custom thumbnails. So that tells you right away, letting YouTube just randomly pick a frame for you, that's just not going to cut it if you're serious about growth. You have to design the poster for your movie. So what makes a thumbnail great? It's not some secret art. This is your playbook right here. Use high-quality, clear images. Use bright, contrasting colors that make it pop on the screen. Keep the design simple. Don't cram it with text. If you can, show a face, up close. That creates an emotional connection. And over time, try to build a consistent style so people recognize your stuff instantly. Okay, let's switch gears for a minute and talk about a completely different but totally massive opportunity for growth on the platform. And that is, of course, YouTube Shorts. Just look at that number, 70 billion with a B. That's the number of views Shorts get every single day. The scale is honestly hard to even wrap your head around, but what it means is there's a gigantic audience there that you can tap into, an audience that might never have found your regular, long-form videos. Now, here's the catch. The Shorts algorithm plays by a totally different set of rules. It doesn't care as much about total watch time. It cares about instant engagement, likes, comments, shares.
It also really rewards you for keeping viewers swiping until the very end of your clip, and it loves creators who post on a regular, consistent schedule. It's a completely different ballgame.
So after all this talk about data and metrics, we arrive at the central tension, this big question that I think every creator struggles with. How much of your time should you spend being an analyst, digging through spreadsheets? And how much time should you spend just being an artist and, creating? Here's one camp. This perspective basically says, once you've figured out your retention and your thumbnails, you're done. Diving deeper is just a waste of time that you could be spending making your next great video. The focus here is on the art, not the analytics. But then you have the complete opposite take. The creator who started that whole thread says that ignoring the data is a huge missed opportunity. For them, looking closely at what was happening led to big, important changes that got them, in their words, awesome results. This is the analyst's view. The data holds the keys to getting better. So, is the answer in the spreadsheet? Or is it in the creative spark? The truth is, there's no one right answer. Every single successful creator has to find their own balance between being the analyst and being the artist. The real question isn't which one is better. It's where on that spectrum do you fall? Thanks for watching.